You know, with what happened a few nights ago, you know, Kevin and I spoke. We moving forward. You know, I think there's no secret that I am an emotional player. You know, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I play with that same emotion. You know, sometimes it get the best of me, and you know, it doesn't work to my favor. I'm gonna live with that, you know, because it works in my favor to the good, as my resume speaks and this team resume speaks, more so than it doesn't. And so I'm never going to change who I am. I'm going to approach the game the same way that I always do. And, you know, like I said, we'll continue to move forward. You know, and I've read a lot about how is this the end of the run, or is it over, or did I ruin it, or did I force Kevin to leave? You know, at the end of the day, as I've said before, whatever Kevin decided to do, whatever Clay decided to do, whatever who decides to do, you know, we had great years together, and I support everybody wholeheartedly, 100%, because as a man, as a human being, you got the right to do what you want to do with your life, and so I'll never question that. But what you must know is nobody in this organization, from a player, you know, not myself, not Kevin, not anybody else, is going to beat us, you know. So if you one of them other 29 teams in this league, you got to beat us. We're not going to beat us. We're going to continue to do what we do. And, you know, I'm sorry if that ruins everybody's stories. I know everybody got a job to do. I apologize for ruining y'all's stories if it did, you know, but, you know, if this only makes Kevin, myself, and the rest of my teammates stronger, that's what it's going to do. So, you know, you think you saw something before, good luck with us now. Like, we're not going to crumble off of an argument. We're going to move forward. So that's all I got to say. Anybody want to talk about basketball, I'm here. If not, it's been real.
What about management?
Anybody want to talk about basketball? I spoke on what I spoke about. If anybody want to talk about basketball, I'll take some basketball questions. But that's all I got to say about that.
Last time you guys were here, it was Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. And I think this is a fan base that likes to yell at you every time you touch the ball. Do you feed off that kind of environment? And do you remember what that Game 7 was like?
Yeah, I do feed off that. I love that type of environment. You know, it's what you live for. That's what, you know, we work to play in and get ready for these moments. Like you said, last time here was Game 7, and that was a great day for us, you know, so we want to, obviously it won't be that same energy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, yeah, we want to ride off that energy. Like, it's a completely different year, different team, you know, but it's good to walk into a building with that good feeling. But, you know, tonight is about what we come out here and do on the floor tonight, and, you know, execute our game plan and try to come in and get another win.
As one of the main playmakers on this team, does your mentality change when Steph is not on the court with you, not having him around?
I mean, I think everybody's mentality changes when Steph's not on the floor. It's kind of a different offense. You know, Steph, when he's on the floor, he kind of, you know, Steve always says, he kind of brings this chaos to the game that our offense kind of flows off of, and that kind of put the defense in a panic. And so it's a different offense when Steph isn't on the floor. So I think everybody's role changes. Everybody's mindset has to change. You know, when Steph's out there, it's kind of more free-flowing and just going. Like, when he's not, you know, we have to execute a little bit more when he's not out there.
Even when he's injured, how nice is it having Steph on the road with you guys, just having his presence around?
It's always good to have Steph's presence. It's always good to have everybody present. Obviously, you know, each guy makes up a different, you know, just brings something different to this team. And so obviously having everybody around is always important. Having Steph's presence, obviously, you know, is important. And, you know, it's good to have him on the strip.
Given who Steph is and leadership qualities, what do you think his presence does in just helping the team move forward?
It does a lot. You know, that's kind of who, you know, this organization has been built around. You know, everybody kind of took on, you know, his personality, his free-flowing, and for lack of a better term, careless approach. Like, when I say careless, I mean like not a care in the world, just like enjoy. You know, that that joy that we always talk about, that kind of comes from him, you know. So, you know, it's always going to be important because that's kind of the makeup of this team.
The 14-second shot clock at the end of the season this year, what effect have you noticed in terms of either scoring or any changes to the offense, not just your team around the league? Just like what effect it's having?
I don't really know if that's the change. I think there's been a lot of changes that's affected the league. Not really sure if that's one of them. Like, I think all year one time, we played 15 games now. I remember one time where we got the offensive rebound and that affected us, and it was like, oh man, like I forgot about that. I think we got an offensive rebound and somebody with like 23 seconds left, and I pulled the ball out, like we get the last shot, and they start yelling from the bench like 14. Other than that, like I don't think anybody in the league is saying, oh man, we only got 14 seconds, let's get a shot up quick, because when you get an offensive rebound, most people in the league kick it out for a quick three anyway. So I don't really see that causing any other changes.
Draymond, given that you're such a good playmaker and the team, generally speaking, is about ball movement, but there's also a lot of good players on the team, like what's kind of the philosophy on how you weigh those different components of finding a certain guy?
Well, you know, I think the ball movement is always important. Whether we got a matchup we like, you know, whether a guy got it going, ball movement is always going to be important. Obviously, there are times where you just got to scrap that. You know, a lot of times down the stretch we scrap that. You know, and K's going to have the ball, Steph's going to have the ball, Clay's going to be flying off for a shot. Like a lot of times down the stretch we scrap it. But you know, throughout the course of the game, you know, you want to keep that ball moving, that flow, to keep everybody else in the rhythm. You know, and not just allow the defense to key on those guys. Down the stretch, you got to go to your guys and they got to go get a bucket. That's just a fact of the matter.